Now, a row is brewing in Kisumu County Assembly over the planned impeachment of two county executive officers. And our reporter, Kevin Ogutu, is following up on this story very closely. He now joins us live with an update on the latest. Kevin, we saw the kind of scenes that were witnessed yesterday at the particular County Assembly of Kisumu. What is the latest update with regard to that particular situation?
A very good afternoon, Akisa. Indeed, as you mentioned, this is quite a hot debate going on right now at the Kisumu County Assembly. And so to speak, the County Assembly is clearly divided on the notice of motion that the Speaker, Nyong'o, confirmed to us that he has received and signed. And this notice of motion to impeach two CECs, and namely Richard Ogendo for planning, and together with Neri Achar in the finance docket. So yesterday it was quite a chaotic scene at the Kisumu County Assembly where the MCAs, both for or against this particular motion, differed and even went into a fist fight regarding the same. Actually we had an interview with Kisumu County Assembly Speaker Mr. Nyong'o earlier today, and he said that despite that particular disagreement that went to that extent, in as much as it should be discouraged, there is need for people to disagree for the purposes of democracy and for everyone to feel that their views are heard. So, Akisa, just to give you a bit of a background, there's a clearly bad blood between a section, if not every other county assembly members here, the MCAs, together with bad blood between them and finance CEC, Mr. Neri Achar, because only last week that they made their threats known that they were not pleased with the manner in which the CEC in charge of finance, Mr. Neri Achar, actually the budget estimates that they brought forward for them to pass, they've said there were no proper public participation, and there are quite a number of funds, like one which was quite outstanding was the bursary, which they wanted included, but apparently this particular CEC did not include. So it is something that is something that is ongoing. And just before, as I mentioned earlier on, we talked with Nyong'o together with Seth Kanga, who is the MCA for Milimani, and these are the things that they are to share with KTN News.
As a Democrat, you must encourage diversity in opinions. You must allow people to disagree. You must allow them even to form camps. You must allow them to champion specific interests. Then you can see, and the best will see the light of the day. What we must discourage is when they abuse the law, when criminal elements are brought in to interfere with the peace of the assembly, when members go physical. Those ones, I can tell you, under the Powers and the Privileges Act of the county assemblies, I have the power and the ability to deal. But we must allow our members to differ. We must allow them to hold different opinions. We must allow some people to be very passionate about certain issues. Let us not muzzle people. When you see a leader who starts demanding uniformity, my brother, know that you have a dictator in the making.
By so impeaching the CEC Finance and the CEC Economic Planning at this crucial time is as if we are paralyzing the government of Professor Peter Anyang Nyongo. Rather than impeaching these two guys, shows directly that we are incapacitating the administration of Professor Peter Anyang Nyongo. However, we may disagree on issues, but sometimes we need to look at some of these issues in a greater picture, because the MCAs had some input which they wanted to be included in budget, which I also am in agreement with.